Time to record the video. I made this video yesterday, but the phone died mid-recording, and in that happening, rather unfortunately, the footage corrupted, so I'm having to film it again. I want to try and use a chair and see if I can just stand up the tablet without needing to use my hands. Yeah, that will do it. Great, so here's the news. I've gone and passed my gym instructor course. So all that I have left now to do is my CV, which I've basically already done, seeing as yesterday when I made the video, I had already gone through the CV with my tutor. So all I have to do now is literally just make a few touch-ups here and there from the notes that I made with that call that I had with my tutor, and send it off. And then again, I don't really have much else to do other than actually do the learning behind it, such as going out my way to learn about the anatomy and physiology behind the level 2 course. I look over there because the course material's over there, yeah. So the end of all of this bullshit's near. Very, very, very near. A lot closer than I expected yesterday before making that day 401 log. I thought I was going to make it earlier and talk about how low I felt at that time before having the jog, but yeah, things are certainly seemingly on the rise very quickly, but things are going at a speed I can handle, because this has been happening. It's been over 3 months since I actually went to what I called the secret location back then to go and do the practical stuff related to the gym instructor course. But now, from the 6th of May 2022 to the 31st of January 2023, which is when I got the news that I passed, within that time period, I've gone and got my qualifications, as I've just said. It's all done now. It's all done. So me being able to improve my financial health is very, very close by. I'd be getting minimum wage. However, to move on from that point, I'd have to add on to the qualifications that I have at the moment. So instead of just having the level 2, I've got to go and get the level 3. I was talking to my tutor about how much money I'll be able to get from, or how much more money I'll be able to get from going from level 2 to level 3, and if the pay rise would be significant from level 3 to level 4, which is advanced PT. And the tutor said, in their words, the biggest return on investment you'll get is from going to level 2 to level 3. But for going from level 3 to level 4, you still just put personal trainer. I remember them saying, yeah. So that's going to mean, as I've planned, I'd have to go out my way to build my own personal training business and streams of income around that, in order to get out of a significant of a low wage. To be earning 6 figures onward, I'm more than likely gonna have to create my own business and streams of income around it of all sorts. Pardon me, like both passive and active forms of income. I'd have to do them, and then I could also do other things outside of that, like create my own books and my own side hustles, maybe here and there if I wanted to, but we'll see how it goes. I am interested in following advice that Healthy Gamer GG has said. I've forgotten from which video, but the piece of advice was to say very basically. He didn't say this word for word, but very basically to not go and get another stream of income, but rather to develop the stream of income you currently have. And in my case, that would mean going from a level 2 to level 3. So going from gym instructor to personal trainer. Or at least that's how I've understood it anyway. I very unfortunately can't link this video, even though it's more than likely still on YouTube, because I don't remember the title, so I can't fact check myself here. Very unfortunately, and that would also mean other people can't fact check me as well if can't find it. Yeah, but I got that tip from him, and this the tip that I'm interested in following. I think I might do both though. Keep on developing these qualifications and add on to the qualifications outside of just personal training. I'd go coaching. I'd be interested in doing some yoga stuff as well to help me with my calisthenics, and also stretching with yoga, because I'm interested in using yoga as a weekly injury check. I was thinking of doing that, but after the first time I went, I didn't go on the day and time that I booked, because I had something else going on which I wanted to go to more. I don't remember what that was, but it was something that I deemed more important. Yeah. So that is what's going on at the moment. I'll be earning money soon, like probably very, very soon. Perhaps less than a month. Like that close. I wonder if I can move this. Oh wait. Easy does it. There you go. Oh, no, it's falling. Alright, I'll leave it at that then. Then bring the chair closer. There you go. Solid. In yesterday's video, I said that I'd be, oh my gosh, I can hear my stomach. That does not sound healthy whatsoever. I know I haven't been eating the healthiest, but that's got to change. As I was saying, in yesterday's video, which will no longer ever see, I said I was waiting to get the notice to say that I've passed. I've got it now. I've seen it basically just a few minutes ago. It's there, and I'm yet to receive my certificate. I'm so close. Things are, as I've said, progressing seemingly fast, but it's at a rate, things are progressing at a rate that I think I can handle, because, or seeing as I've been wanting to progress this way for maybe since the 6th of May, maybe 8 months, or going on 9 now. From May to December is 7. And then from January, that's 8. It's now the 1st of February, so in 5 months, it would have been in 5 days, it would have been 9 months since I made it crystal clear to myself that I wanted to get it done. I wanted to provide personal training services. This isn't as far as I want to go though. I in fact want to take it one step further, which I do vividly remember clarifying in at least one video by saying I'd want to go from providing personal training services only to providing online health coach services, which wouldn't only provide the exercise and the personal training part of which wouldn't only provide personal training services, but it would also take a more holistic approach by providing more than just that, through going out of your way to learn more about sleep, nutrition, and I'm interested in going out my way to provide not necessarily therapist services, but rather tips on how to maintain and improve a state of mental health, because it's a necessary part in having your just life together. I was going to say having your physical health together, and although I do believe that, I don't think having your mental health together will help only that. Yeah. So within this online health coach service of mine, I would be interested in just teaching people what I've gone and done, and I give them those services to start off, and then they can, if they want, have more help about creating their own form of mental health management, because it'd be necessary if on the premise they want to maintain their mental health, it'd be necessary for them to consistently manage it in their own way that works around their life and benefits how they live. My way will benefit how I live, but it's not necessarily tailored. It wouldn't necessarily be tailored to other people. So although my advice could be a starting place for other people, it's not necessarily the end point and as far as they could get with mental health management. Yeah. But within the services, I make it clear that I'm not a therapist. I'm not a qualified therapist. I'm a qualified personal trainer, but that'd be it. And I'd like to get to a point where I have level 4 qualifications and have specialized in nutrition, but I don't want to go in debt for it. And as my tutor said, the biggest return on investment money-wise would be from going from a level 2 to level 3 in that. And staying at that point, qualification-wise, doesn't necessarily mean that I can't learn past that point. I can absolutely go way beyond the scope that the level 3 personal training and level 2 gym instructor courses would provide. Yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking of saying that it's quite unfortunate that I no longer have the footage which I recorded yesterday, which showed my thoughts live after the call that I had, but I'm not going to be able to get everything. I'm not going to want to record everything, and some things that I would have recorded I won't be able to show and won't be able to have ever, rather unfortunately, but that's just how it goes. I'd rather it be this way though than not be recording at all, because recording my thoughts has been a major, I'd say fundamental part in me getting here where I am today, to the point where I can go and say I've wanted to go on this path of providing personal training services in pursuit of providing online health coach services, which is what I wanted the entire time, but I didn't know that that was what it was called. I thought it was just personal training services, and then I'd have my own personal training business. But no, it'd be or online health coach. Yeah. That way I wouldn't use that title to charge more. However, I certainly would charge more because I'd be providing more. And also, that's that I'd have many streams of income in which I'd be living off. On the premise, I don't think the prices that I'd be selling the calisthenics and weightlifting and yoga programs, for example, are extortionate, for as long as I don't think they're extortionate, and for as long as I don't think my coaching services, which I provide consultations and things like that, are extortionate. I'm not sorry for wanting money, not whatsoever. If it was, for example, 1,000 for a program of some sort, to just say L6 with gymnastic rings, 3 sets of 5 reps, and I was selling that for 1,000 or 1 grand, then that's ridiculous. That certainly would be extortion, and I wouldn't be willing to sell that. But yeah, if I don't think it is, I'm not sorry for wanting money. That doesn't necessarily mean I go out my way to go get a wage that doesn't take my health into account, or even worse, puts it at jeopardy, puts it in jeopardy, puts it in danger. I'd still be going out my way to get a healthy sub, a fat wad of money every month for sure. Yeah, man. I'm not sure if people would be willing to speak to me here and want coaching services or consultations through the channel, but the aim for me personally is to make that happen, but in my personal life, not through the internet. Yeah. Although that would provide more money, I don't know. It's something that I'd have to think about. This is something, providing coach services around personal training or online health coach business, sorry. If I'm not mistaken, it'd be something I'd be reluctant to do, because I wanted this to be a place that didn't have money involved and put honesty over money. However, I'm willing to change how I think about that, because I wouldn't be putting ads on YouTube, first of all. That was something that I didn't want to do whatsoever, because I'd sense that I might start editing myself and not speak honestly about certain things specifically for money. I wouldn't be doing that. I would not be monetizing the channel through that way. In fact, I wouldn't be monetizing the channel on YouTube, but I would be making money off the channel on the premise I were to provide coaching services that are personal training related. I have coaching services up already, so to say that I wasn't interested in making money off the channel whatsoever, even if it was outside of YouTube, is just not true. Otherwise, I wouldn't have set up the channel. Now is the time to make money moves for sure. And who knows? I genuinely might get out this financial low a lot quicker than I expected. It took me about maybe 1.5 years or so. Or maybe maybe over a year, maybe a year to a year and 4 months, give or take. to get over the mental health low that I experienced, where I was fearing teenagers because of some dreams and being approached in a hostile way because I called someone fat. I've got over that now, at least for the most part. I was looking at, when I was on the way home, there are these group of teenagers and I was thinking, what are these bums doing here? Literally, like they were loitering, just chilling, when they look like they're supposed to be in school. They look young enough, but I don't know, maybe they're in college. But that said, it's not my business. What I do want to touch upon, though, is the fact that a little bit of fear, I think, from those times did actually set in my heart when seeing them, because they were just there, just there, not really doing anything. In my mind, I was saying loitering, basically, in my mind, portraying them as these awful people, when in reality that's not necessarily the case. But when fear would set in, especially back in the summer 2021 and around that period of my life, that I knew nothing about the six-pack idea, or basically being able to see things from a different perspective in the moment when fear would set in for whatever reason. The six-pack idea is an idea that I've heard from therapy in a nutshell, and it's to think about a certain situation in 6 different ways. Very basically, that's what I mean by the six-pack idea. It's in reference to Emma, yeah, who's the main head on the Therapy in a Nutshell channel. But the videos are so high quality, I don't doubt that it's not just her making the videos. Although it could be, I might be wrong. But yeah, the videos are they're solid. They are providing a lot of value, and I'm not even sure she knows how many people she's helping. The numbers there, you got the millions of views here and there on some of her videos, but to be able to see how many people, even if it's hundreds of thousands, that have allowed her advice to significantly help them, to see hundreds of thousands of people in one place, that'd really put things into scale for her. But yeah, I mean, one person at a time is really helping, and I must say thank you, Emma, seriously. You you genuinely might not know how many people that you're helping, even all the way from the UK, which is where I'm based and where I'm from. I'd like to say thank you. You've been a great help. And I'd like to say thanks to my sister for recommending me one of the videos. Well, otherwise, I might not have known about Therapy in a Nutshell so quickly. Yeah. Thanks to the both of them. All right. Is there anything else to say? No, not really. I mean, seeing as I've been getting myself out of this financial low, it makes sense. It's within, or in my opinion, it's within my best interest to sort out my financial health and to really get it together. In fact, I'll start planning. I'm going to go on the whiteboard and get my mind together on these things. I know I want to do the self-assessment quiz that the NHS provide. I still haven't done that, so I'll do that today. And even if I provide brief answers, that's something. So I'll write that up. Yes. And then I'll put financial health. Financial health quizzes, in literally just questioning what I think about in terms of where I'm at. Right. Okay, so where do I think I'm at financially? Where do I think I'll soon be? In reference to the fact that I've now passed my qualifications and I'll be able to apply for work very, very, very soon, maybe within the space of less than a week. Okay, so within the what I've decided to call the quiz, I've asked myself, where do I think I'm at financially? Where do I think I'll be at financially? And what do I think I can do to help myself out financially? And within that, I've also asked myself, how do I think this would help me? Just to make it clear, I'll put in reference to level 2 qualifications for the where do I think I'll be at financially part. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to answer them here. When I expose myself, where do I think I'm at financially? Up fucking shit creek. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. Right, here I am. Where do I think I'm at financially? As I said, up fucking shit creek. Because all of the student loan money that I have is basically run out, less than £100. Well, actually, no, I think it is basically completely gone because I spent a lot, basically like 99.5% of what I'd been given back from someone that owed me a lot, all into driving lessons, all for one go for the lessons that I both had already had and haven't yet had, so that I could pass the test soon, less than a week. And because that money's flat out gone now, if I don't go out my way to go and get this work that I want to have, or at least at a bare minimum, like the idea of having, seeing as I can't say I like the jobs yet because I haven't yet had them, at least go out my way to go get a job that I like the idea of having, rather than going to get a customer service job which I no longer want because I'm not interested in following another man's route which doesn't take my health into account. I was thinking of becoming a business owner like how Yanni did. I was literally just copying and pasting his ways into my own life. But that didn't work. Or no, in fact, I was at the first and last customer service job that I had for only a few weeks. And I said to myself on that day I got fired that I'll overcome this setback a millionfold. And I meant that I meant every single word of that. As I was cycling back from work to just around, really. It was a really pleasant cycle, even though it was raining, but that was one of the events in which I had a serious fire in my heart, or fire in my belly, to get further in life, or to have revenge. I think revenge against the person that fired me, to show them that, I mean, you fired me and look where I'm at now. I didn't even dislike this person, you know. this person at the time of the job, if I had questions to answer, at least at the very start, the person was helpful. But over time, because of where this person was in terms of job position, seeing as they were a manager that wasn't there to help people who had already been there for a while, this person became less and less helpful because they were a lot more interested in dealing with different things. Then yeah, no qualification, having customer service advisor. Well, I did have A levels, but I had GCSEs and A levels, but I didn't have qualifications related to like customer service or something like that. Yeah, I don't think you really need it. I don't think. Well, I certainly didn't need any. That was for sure. But it's helped. It's helped a little bit. It shows I've had a job of some sort, and it's meant that at least past uni I did have. I have a brief idea of what it's like to have money coming in. At least, even though it was for a short while, I know what it's like and I know what to expect. It's not, I don't think, at least in reference to last time, will be euphoria inducing, but it will at least be more, it will be a lot more pleasant to live day by day, having something to always chip in and be outside for a lot longer than I'd usually be. At this time, without employment, I'd maybe be out like 1 to 2 hours every day, maybe. That compared to the 22 to maybe entire day I'd be inside is not long whatsoever. I've been wanting to be outside a lot longer than that because I don't want to be at home hearing my parents play their music or boom the TVs or argue at each other. I'm sick of it. I don't want it. I don't want to hear it. I want silence. And hence I'd want to be out, especially at this time when I'm still living with them. But I sense that even past that point, when I would be moving, when I would have moved out from this place, I'd still really want to be outside of the house for the most part because it'd be I want to get some fresh air, man. We as humans, we're not built to be in buildings all day. We're meant to be outside. And hence, it not only to just get fresh air and help myself out mentally through it, having fresh air, but also to keep my physical health in check, going outside and maybe going for a jog, going for a bike ride, or maybe even getting out of the area and going to travel, which sooner or later I'll actually be able to do by car. But at the moment it'd be by bike, which I have no problem with, or maybe even jogging, maybe. Yeah. But to go back to really focusing on answering the question, where do I think I'm at financially? If I don't get a job in the next month, by the end of March, I'm not going to be able to pay the monthly membership, and it doesn't cost that much either. So with that membership, I'd have to, if I don't have a level 2 work by the end of March, I would not only have like basically 0, but I'd also have to quit my membership. I'd have to. I'd be putting myself in a position where I'd be giving myself no other choice if I haven't applied. No, if I hadn't got a job by then. Yeah. Seeing as it would be a a gym instructor job, and it wouldn't be like casual hours, which I was thinking of which I tried discussing with at the gym I currently go to, but seeing as it wouldn't be that, I'd assume it'd predominantly be full-time positions that I'd be applying for. It'd be quite the change going from no money coming in whatsoever to perhaps 1.2 grand a month or 300 a week, depending on how they do it. If it's a temporary, which would be a role for a short time, or permanent, which would be a role for however long. I don't know how it's gonna work, but the details would be on the application. So, so I'd like to imagine if it's not, then I'm not applying, because I to even basic level wouldn't know what I'd be getting myself into, and that's just something that I'm not accepting. Just like last time with that customer service job, I'm gonna make sure I know what I'm signing up for before going into it. I'd be legally attaching my name to that company. There's no way I'm not gonna know about certain basic things about whether it be basic or temporary. That's just not on. That's unacceptable. It'd be me that I'd be in legal trouble if I don't know what's going on. If I didn't know, no, it'd be me that would be in legal trouble, without legal fees, by the way, if something happened. Yeah, and the company might be in trouble themselves, but if I were to get into legal trouble, especially at this point in my life, without having legal fees or a lawyer by my side, I'd really be up shit creek, potentially losing my freedom. So there's no way I'm not gonna just double check. Well, nah, I'd be thoroughly looking through that contract before signing it and giving it over to the recruitment agency that would be hiring me. Yeah. So that answers that question. Where do I think I'm at financially? I'm up fucking shit creek if I don't send over that CV and start applying. Where do I think I'll be at financially in reference to the fact that I've gone and got my level 2 qualifications? Well, income wise, I think I'd be at minimum wage, because I've gone and seen job applications with I've gone and seen level 2 gym instructor job applications. So in terms of income, seeing as I'd have no money, no other income source at the moment, which I will change, but at the moment it would be something there, but it'd be scraps. However, for someone that's in my position at the moment who'd be getting their finances together, that sort of minimum wage would be perfect for someone like me, just to make sure that I can get on my own 2 feet. And by that I mean to make sure that I can feel comfortable knowing that I know how to manage money, which I can't say I can do at the moment, because I haven't had money coming in really outside of student loans, which it's long story really. I'm not going to go any deeper into that, but yeah. So I'd spend maybe about, if things are really low and I'm really trying to hold on to money, it'd be about maybe 200 a month. But I wouldn't do that. I think I'm someone like me, for someone who hasn't had money coming in, especially for a long while, I'd be susceptible to impulse buying, because I know that there are things I would want to get, such as clothes. I want clothes. I don't want to be in old garbs that I've had for years. I don't want that anymore. I've had had this for getting on 6 years now. To think that 2017 was 6 years ago, but yeah, for about 6 years, give or take, I've had this t-shirt. And although there are no holes in it whatsoever, it's a River Island tee that's lasted for a very long while. I don't want it anymore. This has been old. This has been used. And it's about time that I move on from having old garments like this. Yeah, I was the one that bought it. It wasn't like my parents gave it to me, but still I don't want old clothes anymore. I'd also like to get some new jackets, because one of the jackets my dad gave me, and I don't want anything that my parents have given me. I want my own first-hand stuff, my own first-hand nice stuff. So I'll be going out my way to get clothes for sure, and because of that, I really do think I'd be susceptible. Someone like me, I'd be very susceptible to impulse buying with clothes. I know I want to get new shoes as well. I like how these look. They're a bit scuffed up, but I want shoes with a wide toe box, both trainers and boots as well. I think I'll get myself some Timberlands because I like how they look, and I think they look extremely heavy duty. Outside of that, I'd like to get myself some new hoodies. I've gone and got myself some, but I want some different ones, because with these, for example, even though I do like how they look, this hoodie's too big. The hood itself is too big for someone like me, and when I walk around wearing these, the lace is extremely long, and they go around my hoodie like that sometimes when the wind would be blowing the lace around, and because of that I'd just be looking really bummy, which I don't want to do. So to get clothes that actually fit, like to get hoodies that actually fit properly, I'd be replacing these as well. There's this term called fast fashion, which you'd be wearing the clothes for not a long while, which I forgot about. Now that I think about it, I actually didn't know about that term before hearing it somewhere recently on YouTube. But saying that, I'd like to get some high quality clothes to not only further like how I look and take more care of how I look through liking what I'm wearing, but to also improve my foot health by getting shoes with a wider toe box, or with a wide toe box rather than narrow ones. I got those white Primark shoes for about 16 quid, and they cramp my feet up. They're not practical, regardless of how much I like how they look. I think I said I wanted new jeans. I saw some new jeans on Shein, but at the moment can't get them because the body's not there. That's gonna soon change though, and I really believe it. That does also mean that how I make the videos is gonna change as well. Pardon me, even though I'd be at work, I sense I might in fact be uploading the PT diaries, which is something I've been wanting to do. I'd sense I'd have to get a lot more together and maybe wake up at 2 to 3 in the morning, so I don't have to just think that I'd be waking up and working or preparing for work potentially every single day. I'm not doing that, man. And I'm certainly, unlike someone who I've spoken to who's somehow working every day, I'm not interested in doing that. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what I'm signing up for, and I'm going to sign up for it. And if someone were to say different, oh, can you work here? No, I've already worked my 5 days. I'm not doing that. I might be willing to work something more flexible, where, say, on a Wednesday and Thursday I wouldn't work, but on a weekend I would work. Maybe not. But eventually I'd go out of my way to put myself in a position where I'd only work morning shifts and that's it, because I do have a life outside of it. For example, this channel where I'd be posting not only daily logs but the odd serious video here and there like this one, and also PT diaries and food logs as well. Perhaps when I eventually start doing them, I think having the fact that I'd be having money coming would be more of a reason to actually do it. Oh, actually, also they'd be easier to do because with the money that I would have, I'd fix my iPhone, and I might actually have to fix the tablet as well because sometimes the charger doesn't work properly. So I think that's dying as well. Also, laptop which is on the floor, that's been gone. The battery's been dead, so I'd have to replace that either with a new battery or with just a completely different laptop. But I'm not sure I would. And the reason why is because I've got a lot of stuff on there which I'm not willing to just give up. So out of the things that my dad has given me, I think those would be one of the things that I would keep because there are so many documents on there which I'm not willing to just let go. But in case I sense that I've really gone away from answering this question, so I'll get back to it. Where do I think I'll be at financially? I'd have I'd have minimum wage. I'd have the minimum wage level 2 job, and I'd have expenses. So I'd have the gym membership. I'd have the potentially travel for work. I'd have, oh boy, I've got Excel specifically to manage my finances. It'd be pretty helpful to do that at this point. I'm looking for something to write on. Okay. Right, so here we go. Cheers to they're clicking. Cheers to going out my way to get my finances together again. I usually write these things down, and here I am doing it again. So 1st of February, that's the date. So income would just be it'd be the level 2 at the moment, and then expenses would be the gym membership. Now, I think for someone like me, if I were to be doing a 9 to 5 with the place that I genuinely want to go, I'd want to go, but it's a lot further away than the one I currently go to. For that reason, I think what I do is I would probably go before work, especially seeing as I'd be able to drive. That's more than possible with the opening hours of that gym that I'd want to go to, and also with fitting exercise and daily logs around that. Yeah. Now this gym I want to go to is more than twice as costly as the one I currently go to. And the reason why I still want to go, even though that's the case, is because they've got coaching. Unlike the gym I currently go to, the one I want to go to, has coaching within the membership, you're getting a lot more for the you're getting a lot more bang for your buck with the more costly membership than the one that costs a lot less. The gym I go to is predominantly it's just for your people who want to fulfill other people's goals, not theirs, really, to just do your basic weightlifting and cardio, and that's it, really, just the general stuff. And I'm not about that anymore, even though I once was trying to follow other people's goals, like our strength side would say. I remember him saying that in one of the videos that he made, maybe one to a few years ago, maybe. And I sensed that I was doing that, and that's what I'm referring to, through wanting to build muscle and lose belly fat, as so many people would want to do. And for fuck's sake, it's probably something I'm gonna make myself get chewed and spat out of, but not through the consumer side this time, rather from the personal training side. I don't want to do it. I don't want to take people through your basic hip bridges and hip thrusts for women, as they follow stereotypes, and your bench press for guys, as they be following stereotypes too. I don't want to do it. I'd rather just do something I'm genuinely interested in. I do like my squats and my bench presses every now and then. Yeah, and in fact, today I actually hit 2 sets of 60 kg for 2, which is something that I found quite difficult, but I'm finding it easier slowly but surely. But yeah, I'm not interested in just doing that for years and my whole career, and I'm definitely not. Yeah, but anyway, go back to the expenses. So, I'm interested in eating vegan, because I've seen this one video of a cow getting head topped and them celebrating it. When I say head topped, I mean shot in the head. Yeah. Not only that, but also because I was watching an R&T fitness video, and one of the guys, the doctor, apparently is saying that there's certain meats, like bacon, for example, which I don't eat, but there's certain meats that definitely do cause cancer. And I'd like to try it out in pursuit of living a healthier life. And I genuinely might not go back. Outside of what other people have said though, and what I've digested, potentially without question, I'd also like to do this because I've noticed that as I've been going out my way to eat more healthily and eat more fruits and yogurt, I have noticed that life's just been a lot more pleasant living, and instantly as well. Like literally, as I be eating the food, you get that sugar rush from the fruits. But also, well after hours after, I'd still maybe an hour or so after, I'd still be feeling like I'm more able to deal with what I'd have to deal with in my own life. So I'll put shopping maybe 30 quid a week, because I noticed that going for like £30 worth of meat each week was pretty helpful in eating high protein. So yeah, I'll be going out my way to hit a certain macro ratio. I'm not sure if I'd be able to do that on a vegan diet, but there's nothing stopping me from trying. That certain macronutrient ratio would be from somebody else who's clearly built muscle, and has a low body fat percentage as well that wants to become even more muscular for some reason. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, that shit's not gonna stop. It on the premise that I want to keep on wanting to build muscle. That's their foundations, and a part of the why as to why they go to work out. And if they take that away, that's a staple of why they go. They're gone. It keeps them coming back, exercising. So, I mean, fair enough, but I'm not interested in just that anymore. It'd just be more of a benefit. It'd be more, building muscle would be more of a secondary benefit, and looking a certain way. It can only help so much. It'd be, oh yeah, look at that. That looks nice. And maybe every now and then, wow, fuck me, I look big. I look muscular. But other than that, that'd be it really. I can already sense, seeing as I'll be writing down more expenses than I have income, I need to really fucking fix up with the income, and I've been needing to fix up. But yeah, this is unacceptable. Having more than one expense, but they're not more than one income, it doesn't add up. How the fuck am I supposed to make profit if I've got only one source of income, but then multiple sources of expenses? It doesn't make sense. I'll give myself maybe £120 limit, maybe like £30 a week. I was going to say £30 a week allowance, but no, it'd be me having the money. It wouldn't be like I'll be going to my parents and saying, oh, can I have this much coming in? Or can I have this much here and there, which I have unfortunately had to do, or otherwise I wouldn't be able to pay for the membership and the driving lessons. I'd say I hate that fact. That was the word that came to mind, or I really don't like it, but I don't dislike it. I don't like it, but I don't dislike it. I know that my situations were fucking dire. So I did what I had to do. I didn't want to go universal credit, and as a very fucking last resort, trust me, I asked my parents for money. I asked my parents for 100 quid. £50 twice, so £100. Very fucking unfortunately. But I did anyway, because as I said, my situation's dire, and I wouldn't, it was either the gym membership or the driving lessons. I wouldn't have been able to have both, because of the fact that I had to pay, I had an outstanding payment of 26 quid for the dentists. Yeah, man. I wasn't willing to go on universal credit. I've come so far. I wasn't willing to get a dead end job either, because I've come so far with passing. I've actually passed my level 2 qualifications now. So there's literally there's absolutely, if I thought there was no point in the past, there's absolutely no point now going to get a job in which I'm packing shelves, because I've got my qualifications now. It's time to go. Yeah. But yeah, so you've got the gym membership, which is gonna become a lot more costly. When I go to the gym I actually want to go to, but that's something I can counter by having more money come in. So that's not an issue. So you got the gym membership, you got shopping. Then what else? I know damn well that I'd want to be going out my way to go get some clothes. I've just been writing on the income side, seeing as it would be minimum wage, it would be around maybe 300 a week if it's temporary, 1.2 grand a month if it's permanent, and around about 20k give or take yearly. I've been saying that I don't believe that pay is time bound, it's value bound, but that's just how they work, and that's just me following their rules and playing the game, really. but I'm certainly not going to just follow that for sure. I'll go out my way to provide more value and therefore have more money coming in. But that's how pay is mentioned. That's how pay is. That's how pay is spoken about in today's society. An amount per year, but that's not how money works. Really, I don't think that's not how pay works. You provide a certain amount of value, and then you get a certain amount. It doesn't matter when you do it. But who am I to say? Someone with no income. Anyway, going back to expenses, I want some space for clothes. Or if my clothes get ripped, that doesn't happen. But when I be moving out, I need some money for some money for laundry on a monthly basis. That might be 100. I don't really know. For detergent, I'm not sure it costs that. I really don't know. That's something I'd have to find out as after going out my way to get to move out. Yeah. So then what? Clothes. I would not need um I wouldn't need to buy new clothes often, but just in case, I say maybe I I wanted to change this up. I'd say 200 if I need it, in case for like I thought of travel as well. 200 a month, 200 a month if I need it, in case I want to get some shoes, some nice wide toe box shoes that don't cramp my fucking feet up, or if I wanted to get some new, like a new high quality jacket or um, some hoodies or t-shirts, whatever it may be. Yeah, just some give myself enough space to get some high quality stuff, but not do real retail therapy, in which I'd be spending like some fucking 20 grand in one time on a whole load of clothes that I wouldn't need. Yeah, travel. I have no fucking idea how much I cost a month because I don't drive. Well, I can't legally drive yet. I don't know how much I cost. Maybe 200 to 300 a month. I really don't know. I'll be paying a lot for fuel. But yeah, I've got what? One, two, three, four, five. Five expenses on a monthly basis. On a monthly basis. And that's excluding other things as well that I've got myself into. So if I were to be spending all of this that I've gone and got on a monthly basis, what would the maximum total be? that'd be maximum, I said, we're about £620, give or take, on a monthly basis. And although the 1.2 grand a month would cover that, that's excluding rent and bills. So I'd either have to cut down on the expenses, or I'd have to get more income sources. It only, in my opinion, makes sense to get more income sources, because it makes sense to get more income sources because these are more than reasonable things to want to go and pay for, in my opinion. So I've got to think about what other income sources I go and get. Well, ideas for income sources. I say level 2 to level 3 eventually, and then to level 4. That'd be me developing on that personal training source of income that I'd already have. And then outside of that, I'd be paying rent to run my own coaching services on the side. Okay, so in total, that would be 2 income sources. What then? Once upon a time, I think less than a week to 2 weeks ago, I had ironically thought of doing a delivery driver job on the side. I could do better than that, and my solution to being able to do better than that is to develop the personal training source of income that I'm currently developing at the moment through going to get the level 3 soon enough. I'll make a video about when I purchase the course eventually. This time I won't buy it outright though, I'll go on a payment plan of some sort, because I don't want to save up. I just want to go straight to it because I know that's the path I want to choose. Oh, you know what, this is way too dark. I'm going to turn the light on. But to get back to it, I was just watching some YouTube after ending the clip, in which I've been getting more of my thoughts down about how I'd be having money come in, because I had so many different expenses that I could think of that I'd have on a monthly basis, but only one source of income, and I thought that wasn't on, as I said. So I've come up with quite a few ideas. They're actually surprisingly more video related than I would have thought, but these are just ideas that I've come up with in the past, which have come to mind again when thinking about this, as it makes sense to me when I be thinking about income sources, seeing as I've already put those things down in my mind in the past. I'd associate those things that I've written down with this topic, so it makes sense that they come out, or that I think of them when thinking about how I'm going to have money coming in. But anyway, to get back to it, these are my ideas. So I said to develop this source of income by going from level 2 to level 4 with specializing in nutrition, and maybe others too, if I can specialize in more than one field. And then outside of that, I'd be going out my way to get other qualifications I fancy, like the yoga instructor one, maybe some there's a massage one that I've seen that I'd be interested in because that might help with injuries. Uh, yeah, that'd help with myself, helping other people out as well. But outside of that, outside of qualifications, I would um I actually, now that I say that, I'd be able to use all of those other qualifications that I get in the running my own coaching business, where I'd be doing those like calisthenics things and maybe yoga too, etc. I'd be able to not only coach people one on one, but classes as well. I'd be able to do that too. I'd be able to do my own classes. Oh shit! No, wait. That's actually quite a solid idea. I'm gonna put that down. So 1-to-1 and classes too, and that would be wherever I want. That'd be calisthenic. That could be calisthenics. That could be yoga. A whole fucking lot, really. Like wherever I want to go with that, I could go with that. Even if I wanted to train people in parks, I could do that. I've seen that happen around the area actually. Yeah, it's more than possible. Even if I wanted to run my own fucking jogger club, I could. If I were to have the qualifications to train people in groups, then I think that's all I need. But I need to, at least in the gym, be able to train people in groups with a specific set of qualifications that I'd need to do that. I don't know what they're called, but I'd need them. Personal training, as I've said a long while ago in a weightlifting video, which is titled "This is a lot deeper than lifting weights." I said I need a whole load of qualifications because that's what I saw Isaac have. He showed me a whole basically book worth of qualifications. So I need that too. First aid qualifications came up as well to protect me and the people that I'd be working with. That'd help if I go and get them as well. Yeah. Pardon me. That'd help. Just to look out for the safety of the people I'd be working with and that I'd be serving, really. Yeah. So that'd be that. I think even off top, seeing as I've been providing quite a lot and I'd be working with groups, that could be genuinely an extra, even at this point, an extra 600 a month. No joke. Depending on how many people I can bring in, that's a lot. A lot more than I have at the moment, that's for fucking sure. And then as I go out my way to improve the services, to improve the quality of the services, I'll be charging more so that I can live comfortably. Yeah. And be able to live my life to the fullest as I've been wanting to do for for however long now. It's day by day. I'm going out of my way to make this a reality day by day with plans like these. Outside of that anyway, I put Amazon KDP journals, maybe selling gym journals or some shit, at my own ebooks and books about body transformation stuff, moving forward in life and learning how to learn, because that's something that I've had trouble with. But yeah, I've got some. I could certainly come up with some ideas for how to do that, and then maybe some doing consultations on Fiverr, which I've got set up on YouTube. I could also sell programs here online as well. I don't know, I'll see how that goes. Oh, yes, speaking of, I said Patreon and Skillshare courses, I could do them as well. Related to like personal training and that sort of stuff. Courses, as I said. And yeah, man, I think that'll be more than enough, especially for now. So realistically speaking, I won't be able to get all of those at once, but the going out of my way to get the level 3, that's possible. So that'd be one that would be having more money come in. So that'd be one. And then paying to go make my own services, that'd be two. And then Amazon KDP journals after long enough, maybe a few months or so after enough attempts of selling a whole load of fucking journals, that'd be three minimum. I'm more than on my way out to being able to live how I'd want to live, for sure. It may take a while to make all of this a reality and to be having money coming from them, but it's more than possible. Yeah. Especially with all of those extra qualifications that I'd be having come in, people might actually see me in a gym and want to use my services. Now that I think about that, I remember Alpha Male Strategies of all people talking about wanting to help people with back pain, helping people with pain or injuries, because people would already know about how to train and stuff. So yeah, learning about injuries would help as well. Now I could go out my way to help people who have disabilities and that. I'm not interested in that, because I'm more interested in focusing on people who are a lot similar, who are once in my position. I know that if I were to be training people who with mental disabilities, who I'm referring to in particular, it would just be for more money. Very honestly speaking. They're more than enough. People who are training the disabled, and shout out to them who have actually bothered to learn how to do that, because that's no joke. You've got to specialize. You not only got to get to level 2 and a level 3, but you've got to specialize in with a level 4, I think, to be able to do that. Those are for the people that are serious. I remember Isaac can do that in the gym I used to go to, but I don't miss that gym one bit though. Although I can say shout out to him, I don't miss that gym one bit, and I don't miss the people in there one bit. We wouldn't talk all that much. There'd just be the same old conversations, which I didn't like. It didn't matter how I was truthfully feeling, even if I did speak about how I felt honestly, when people would say how I am, they'd be, oh yeah, good. Basically everyone there. It's gotten to a point where it seems like I've slowly started to forget the aliases that I gave these people. That's how little I think about them nowadays. And honestly, how little I care about them. Although we are on friendly terms, I'm not thinking about them. Financially, I'm up fucking shit creek. I've got my own things to solve. Therefore, it doesn't seem like, or on the outside end anyway, it doesn't seem like they've got financial health issues. I know I do, and I'm exposing myself and saying I do, to let the truth out, not necessarily publicly, but rather to myself, and say this is what's going on, and here's what I'm going to do to improve it. Here's what I'm going to do to change my reality, because I know I've been wanting to do this for however long now, years. Ever since I wanted to no longer be in uni, which is over 2 years ago now, after moving out from uni in December 2020. One more question though, going back to the whiteboard. What do I think I could do to help myself out financially? How do I think this would help me? Well, I've answered that question. Develop a lot more income sources. So I think the step one would be Step one, step one would be to finish CV. And then step two would be to start managing my financial health again. Probably both on a daily and weekly basis. So I always know where I'm at. And then step three, I'll have to maintain managing my financial health as well. Step three would be to apply for work. And then step four, it seems like it's all coming naturally from all of the thoughts I've had beforehand. Step four would be to develop level 2 qualifications into level 3. And speaking of, I'm not sure if I can specialize in more than one field with the advanced PT qualifications with the level 4. So I'd actually go and ask my tutor if I can. And then from there, step 5, at least with how I see things at the moment, I'm either thinking of getting another income source, which I've thought of now, or moving. I think moving somewhere else would probably help. Or sorry, going to work at a place which I've been wanting to move to will probably work. Like purposely doing that. So I can have work where I want to live when I move out. And then after that, then by that point, if I haven't already, develop other income sources. The journals would be a start. And I've gone and bought a course, rather ironically, to help me with that. All right. Um, so I said step one, finish CV, hand in and get ready. Step two, start managing my financial health again. Probably on Excel, maybe. See how that goes, or just somewhere really. And both on a daily basis and weekly basis, and maintain this financial health management. From there, apply for a level 2 instructor work, develop the qualifications from level 2 to level 3, and then I'm all, I know I'm all in, so I'm not gonna pay outright. I'm not gonna save for that. I'm just gonna go. On a payment plan. From there, I would purposely get work where I'm interested in living, so that I have uh, PT work there before, in fact, I've moved, so that I don't have to think about always driving here, there, and everywhere, which would then even add more to the expenses, which I would have and would take into account, but don't need to. And then from there, develop other income sources, as I've said, like maybe Amazon KDP journals or something like that. And then from there, get in the other PT and PT related qualifications to use for my own business, or something like that. And then take it from there, like going out my way to improve credit score and increase income even more, and further manage expenses, and maybe even getting a trustworthy financial advisor and or life advisor, etc. Yeah, man, it's all coming together. Right. The last question was, how do I think this will benefit me? I've been doing a bit of thinking about this, and I have quite a few answers, but I won't get into all of them. Very basically, though, I'll be making it a lot easier for myself to live how I want to live. For example, one of the reasons I put was having money coming in will make it a lot easier to eat healthier, for example, because I'll have the money coming in to not need to eat my parents' food, unlike the situation I've put myself in where that hasn't been the case. And although I could go shopping with the money that I do have left, with the student loan money that I do have left and that I would be able to pay off eventually, it's not financially sensible to. And in fact, now that I say that, that's actually one of the reasons I want to put down. I can start thinking about becoming debt free, or start thinking about and working toward. Alright, I'm done. I've done a lot of thinking about where I'm at and where I'd like to head. Debt free and financially healthy, here I come. On that note, just we finito. I certainly will go out my way to become financially healthy, if that means 6 figures, certainly 6 figures minimum, but hey, maybe 7 figures sooner or later. Yeah, man. To get to council tax band H, I'd have to be earning like over 350 grand yearly or more. But past that point, I mean, that's not gonna really help for like wanting to get, having more money coming is not gonna help for a lot more, other than just a lot other than that, other than just living with a more luxurious lifestyle, really. And past a certain point, rather unhealthily, having so much money coming in, it'd be in excess for one person and one person alone. As past a certain point, with a certain amount of money coming in, I don't know how much, but with a certain amount of money coming in, I wouldn't be able to invest all of it into one place. There'd be a lot sitting there, too much for me to be able to use past a certain point. If I were to have more and more money coming in, like how billionaires might experience. Yeah, but I don't want to get to that point because it seems like the billionaire status could be quite unhealthy to have. Like Michael Jordan's fat, for example, not just fat. I mean, I don't want it. There, of course, got to be skinny billionaires or healthy, physically healthy billionaires, but I don't want it. I don't need it. Like the millionaire status, that's as far as I'd go, because I don't want money coming in excess. I want to live healthily, not in excess. Yeah, but I'm done for now. Cheers to making things happen, man. Not only with being able to do what I want to do and have things come in that pay, but um, being able to be financially healthy from this fucking shit state that I've once been in, to the point where I've only had 53p in the bank balance. Cheers to getting out of that way of life for good, man. Cheers. One day at a time, as I always have been doing.